Hello everybody, we are back to more Dragon Quest 11. And today we are going through the very exciting, the greatest part in this game, that is farming for materials by defeating a lot of enemies. Um, we're going to the battleground, we're going looking for redwood because we are getting a ring. Catholican ring, I think that's the name of it. And you need a lot of redwood. I think it is, I'm actually going to confirm this right now. What is it? How much is it? Second seat have a number to work towards. Towards recently learned rest. Are these good? They're good for someone, I guess, but that's not really Dagger, hats, that's cool, I guess. It's this. Catholican. And you need... It's 2 for each person, so what is it? We have 8 people. 24? 24 redwood. Right? Wait, no. No, we have 8 people. There's 16 slots. So that's what? 48 redwood? The rest can be purchased, I think. You can purchase the rest, but at the very least you can't purchase... Okay. Farming redwood. Let's see. We have to go and... So let's just do this real quick. What does this look like anyways? Oh. This is cool. I got that last time, that item. That's cute. But we're using this. Right, we are going to Battleground. I was wondering what that thing says. Like, it calls a tiger thing for you. I didn't know what that meant. First time I saw it. Alright. I can't wait to fight the secret boss, by the way. It's gonna be a while from now, I think, still. But once we get this and then we upgrade our weapons, I think we're, like, really on track to getting it. Battleground, is that this one? It is, I can see it. I'm looking at it right now. Battleground, here we go. Man, I can't wait to play... but what year should I play this game again? Even though I'm still playing it, the story is just so good. I wonder, what's a good year? 2025? That's a good one, right? That's a good year to set aside to play this game again. Alright, Red Mist. Oh, that's right, I remember now. I was thinking there was something I'm missing here. That is a way to beat these enemies much more easily. Veronica's gonna be doing the heavy lifting. She really has to. But I guess it's fine. Okay, Red Mist. I don't know where exactly they spawn. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I don't know a good location in here. All I know is they're here. In Battleground. But that's it. That's all I know. I don't know anything else outside of that. Let's check. That's not Red Mist. But this has an entire cave system. You know, I'm just gonna ignore that. Because if they're not that noticeable or that easy to find from looking there, they're probably not over there. Let's see. Is it over here? Skeletons. It looks like each floor has like a set of enemies, so... this seems to be just Orichalcum just hanging out, right? This seems to be just a good area to grab some of this. Thank you. Brighton Rock. Red Eye. Let's keep moving. Hey, there's a campfire though. Wait a minute, there's a campfire. I can't zoom here, right? I don't believe so. And I don't think I need them to fly me anywhere, and that just gets me to extra places. I'll pick up some stuff though. There's a lot of eyes this game gives me. I do know that there is an extra section on the bottom. This place makes you go all over the place. It really does. I just really wish you could zoom here. I just like to, but I mean, I don't feel bad about hearing the cetacea music. Right? It's really nice. It's so comforting. That's like one of the reasons why I was talking about playing the game again, because it reminds me of the entire story of the game. It's so good. Alright, I wonder. I think right now is a good time to talk about Dragon Quest 12, even though there hasn't been. Oh man, I'm so excited to see a trailer for it. I want to see. It's supposed to be darker, and I'm kind of excited for it. I mean, this game was kind of dark too in some sections, right? Act 2 in this game, really dark, right? That's why I loved it. That's what made this game really good. Because, I mean, I know there was some, ooh, there's the red mist. That's what it looks like. Cool, I found it. Let's go fight. I'm just gonna attack him, by the way. Ah! And just hope for the best. Bye.
Veronica wins again.
Redwood. We got one. Hey, you know what? That's good. Why did she look like she was in a cave? That was Veronica, right?
Pink tornado!
Looks like Eric isn't super strong. It is
Did I
what it
do
is.
all right?
Hey. Molten Globules. Hey, got Redwood. Hey, if I got one per, I'll take it. Hey, that's a good deal for me. Any other places where the mist spawns? More mist spawning, please, game. Thank you. I'm gonna keep looking around just to make sure. Back on Dragon Quest 12, because I love talking about. I love speculating with games to a half-hearted degree, if that makes sense. Like, I don't speculate on games with the expectations of things happening. I just like to get excited for something, right? Like, I don't like to how do I say it? I don't like to have expectations for a game, but I like to speculate on what I would want to see still, if that makes sense. Right? I like to be hopeful about it. Right? By the time the game releases, I forget immediately what it was that I was hoping for, so it feels like a blank slate regardless. Brain Drainer, I mean that sells for a lot, right? So that's how I feel, that's how I get excited for games, right? I like to speculate on them, how they work. I guess that's also the reason why my excitement for Digimon Survive isn't that crazy. Because I don't know what to speculate about in that game, right? It didn't give me like something to think about, because I don't even know what the theme is outside of the fact that it's dark, right? I know that much, but that's it. Like I have nothing else to like, I have nothing else to like make a guess on, like how Dragon Quest 12 is, even though Dragon Quest 12 doesn't have a single trailer or a single footage of what the game looks like. I can make a guess on what the game is like because we have other Dragon Quest games that you can get an idea, right? Like, but you can't do that for Digimon Survive because every single Digimon game is just so different from each other, right? They like reinvent the wheel every single time they make a game.
Let's go.
So you really can't tell. It's like you get a mixed bag of Digimon. That's why it's really hard to be consistent when it comes to a Digimon game because you never know what you're getting. It might be a good thing for some people, but you know, it's hard for me to make a speculation.
Let's go.
Because there's so much variety in all the games. I don't know if that's good or bad. That's just a thing. That's why people can make guesses on Pokemon games every single time a game even gets announced, right? Like, oh yeah, what kind of gyms are they gonna be? Because well, every single game has had one, so it's gonna have one this time as well, right? Or yeah, I am hopeful that Dragon Quest 12. I mean, they did say it's gonna be dark, and Square Enix is really going the dark route, right? Like, they really are. 12 and Final Fantasy Part 7 remake. Oh, not Final Fantasy. Wait a minute. Is it called Final Fantasy 7 remake or is it called? Because it's Rebirth, right? The part 2, right? Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I realized that was the name of the part. remake. I never really realized that until just now when I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. It's the name of the part, not the actual full game. Huh. I was expecting Final Fantasy VII remake, but now that I think about it. Interesting. I never really thought about that until just now. I didn't realize remake was just the name of the part 1. Interesting. Oh, I still haven't played those games. Is it bad to say that my favorite Final Fantasy VII game is Crisis Core? I think people hate me now. It's also because that's the one that, I wouldn't say that introduced me to Final Fantasy VII, but that's the... When I played... Oh, when I was too young to care about games. Well, that's a lie. In Final Fantasy VII was released. It was not a game I stuck to. Just like 8. Like 7 and 8 were, I think I were introduced to at a very not great time in life. So that's why neither of those two are games themselves that I care about as much. I was just introduced to them at a time where it was just another game in a pile of games, right? Like as a kid, you don't get attached you don't get attached to every single game you play if you have like another game, because it's just they'll just play a different one. Not saying I had a lot of games, but there's 2, you're gonna pick one of them, right? And neither of them are 7 or 8. I think 8 was just too confusing. Right, and 7, I don't know, it just wasn't my thing, I think. But 9, on the other hand, I consider it my favorite game. Right, it's one of my most favorite games, Final Fantasy IX. That's why I'm excited. That's why I'm so hopeful for HD remaster or something like that game, and then I'll play it. I was actually thinking it's on my bucket list of games to replay. I haven't played that game, and since I played it, I think the last time I played that game was like 2007 or something. It's been so long. I think it's been like since like 2007 since I played that game. I haven't played that game in a long time. Alright, it's been a very, very long... Actually, no, I think it was before 2007. Let's see if I can make it 2005? Maybe? I don't know. It was good times, though. I was thinking of playing that game, but I don't wanna because there might be an HD remaster. I'm hoping for it. After we do this, I gotta check how much redwood we got. Let's check. Got one more. I guess we can just check items, alright? Items, sort. Okay. What number is it? Is it 9? Oh my gosh. I need how much? I need 3 times 16, so 48. That's a lot. Well, we got a lot to talk about too, right? So, I'm okay with this, I guess. Yeah, sure. Finding these red mists can be a pain sometimes, though. I'll just look around. Like, what other games are there that I'm really excited for that's releasing? I mean, yeah, Pokemon, but once again, it's one of those things where... it's really hard for me to decide on what exactly I would want from a Pokemon game nowadays, right? I just like to have gym battles. It's just a very fun, it's just a good time. I don't expect it to do anything extraordinary. I never do. Because what it does right now is perfect. You fight, yeah, you have a story, bad guys, right? You get your 8 gym badges, and you beat the Elite Four, and you become champion, and then you get like some additional stuff like the Battle Tower or whatever. Right? And then you go and search for some legendaries, you get a good team. That's the best part about Pokemon, by the way. Which makes me so angry every single time there's a Pokemon game when they lock so many evolutions, yeah, to the post-game. Like, I love to fight them before, I like to get teams before the post-game. right? Because I love to beat like at least the 8th gym leader, right? With all of my team, maybe, or at least 5 of them. But they lock so many. It's so unfortunate. I hope this one they change it. I'm really hoping. I can't wait. I don't think I recorded me playing Sword and Shield, right? That was before I started doing this whole thing. Right? Because I remember I had Wooloo. Yeah. Yeah, I used Wooloo on that team. And man, not greatest, but I made it work. I made it work. I mean, that game isn't hard to begin with though, so it's not like it's a crazy accomplishment. At least I'm getting some money with these brain drainers, I guess, right? Are these things running away from me? They are. Oh, those guys. They are running away from me. Not cool. There's no enemies over here, right? No, there isn't. Waiting for these things to spawn is kind of annoying. But it is what it is, I guess. I gotta keep checking, because otherwise I'm just gonna... I feel like I'm not gonna make any progress. What number is it, by the way? It is number... 12. Okay. Number 12 is where I go to check every single time. And 11. And a 48. That's... We're making okay time, I guess. What other good games do would I love to talk about? Fire Emblem? I'm not playing Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, by the way. I'll watch a playthrough of it, like off stream or something. Or, you know, I say stream as if I'm doing that. But, I'll watch it. I'll watch a playthrough of it. I would like to see the story. But it's not a strategy game, and that's what I love about Fire Emblem. I love the strategy. I love the team building, and it looks like a single game. Single character controlling game. It's fine. But I've never been a fan of that style of game. I mean, but that's a lie. I was a fan of it maybe 15 years ago. Maybe when I was younger. Right, the Dynasty Warrior style. I was a fan of it back then. I thought it was fun back then. Maybe if the me back then had Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, I would be more of a fan. But back then, I guess it's just a very unfortunate, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I guess it's unfortunate that there was Dynasty Warriors. I thought was a cool game, right? I think it was 3 or something. Dynasty Warriors 3 or 2, one of the two. It was for the PSP, I believe. I'm pretty sure. And the game was amazing. I don't think I beat it because it's not a game that you play to beat, right? It's a game you play to just have a good time. Alright? It's definitely the definition of it's the friends you make along the way that's the real goal, right? That's the real treasure in that game. The friends that you make along the way.
Let's do this.
That's what I feel when I play Dynasty Warriors. But I didn't have like a character to attach to, or like there was nothing that made me click to come back outside of it's fun. So I guess that's the reason why I was never the biggest fan of Dynasty Warriors, or I never stuck to the series. Just because, I mean, I tried it, and the last time I played one was Hyrule Warriors, I think, for the Wii U, right? I played it, it was okay, but once again, it's not something. It's not enough. It's not enough. I need a little bit more for the game from the game. All right, let's just keep doing this. Man, we were being here for a while. Jeez, 48 of these things. Gosh.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you, game. Oof, you got 2 more. What's another one though? What other games can I talk about? I mean, I could always talk about Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not sure what else I would talk about. There's so much. There's so much to talk about in that game. Man, I love Kingdom Hearts. It's funny that I haven't played a single one, but there hasn't been a game that released since I started the channel. I mean, there's 4 that's releasing at some point in time, which I don't mind waiting. It's not really a big deal to me. Alright. Because, I don't know. I mean, 3... I mean, I liked 3 a lot. It wasn't my favorite one. Actually, yeah, this is something I like to talk about. Because it's something I talk to myself about all the time. Like how I'm doing right now. Oh, what the? There's 4 of them. Jeez. Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Of course, I played the game on release. I think a lot of people probably did. And so they had the unfortunate thing to deal with is that the game was not perfect. And I would always think about why I didn't like Kingdom Hearts 3 as much as I liked Kingdom Hearts 2. At first I was thinking it was nostalgia, which would make sense, right? But the thing is, I also played Kingdom Hearts 2, maybe 2 years before Kingdom... No, I played Kingdom Hearts 2, I think, the month before Kingdom Hearts 3 released. I played through the entire Kingdom Hearts series, I think. 3 months prior to Kingdom Hearts 3 releasing. Not for the first time, of course, but I just replayed them all because I just really wanted to play them all to build up for it. I think I tried to 100% all of them in that time. It didn't happen, right? Good luck, yeah, doing that for Dream Drop Distance. That's an exciting time. So fun. That's all sarcasm. So fun trying to 100% that game. Jeez. It's the worst. I'd much rather do that for Birth by Sleep. Right? And that's saying something. Oh, the guy's not here. Oh well. But, what was I getting at? When it comes to... So, I played the Kingdom Hearts games all very close to each other at a point in time. And I still like 2 than 3, and I'd always think, why is that outside of nostalgia? And I finally think I found an answer that I was satisfied with. Right? It was the way you got it was the way you got abilities in the game, I think, was the biggest thing that really made it not as exciting for me, because in Kingdom Hearts 2, right, the beginning, you just had a 3-hit combo. It was not the most exciting gameplay, right? It really wasn't. You attack 3 times and then you just attack 3 times again. Rinse and repeat until you beat the enemy. Or, you use your fire or something, right? That was it. Unless you're Roxas, then you just literally just hit the enemy 3 times. That's all you had. Whereas Kingdom Hearts 3, you had this whole plethora of skills that you could use, right? Everything looked really flashy. And you felt pretty strong, I think. Right from the get-go, which kind of made sense because, well, Sora is Kingdom Hearts 3. He should be stronger than Kingdom Hearts 2, right? The problem that I had, though, right, wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. It was by the ending of Kingdom Hearts 2, right, I felt really strong because of the combos you learn along the way, right? Because you learn more combos and you feel like you're just comboing an enemy to death because you had so much moves. Ooh, I mean, I had a great time comboing Kingdom Hearts 2. It's so fun. You get so much things. You can branch out for different skills because you get so much abilities that lets you. You have so much combo modifiers, right? In Kingdom Hearts 2. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, that's not really the case. You don't get much. You don't get combo modifiers really in that game. The only extra thing you get in that game is when you get new Keyblades, so you can swap out Keyblades to change mid-combo. But the problem I had with it, right, which it took me a while to realize, pretty sure other people may have done so as well, is that when you get a Keyblade, right, and then you can swap it, and then you and then your Keyblade transformations and all that, right? You get the full combo. You get the full list of combos immediately, right? When you get the Keyblade transformation. As soon as you get the Keyblade, you get the Keyblade transformation. You get the full combos. You aren't building up to anything. You get a full new list of combos. That is so much. So it doesn't feel like you build up towards anything. It doesn't feel like you're growing as a character when you get the Keyblade combos. It just feels like to me that I was given a whole new list of combos. Not that I learned it, because I didn't learn it one by one, right? I learned the full list at the whole thing. I get the whole cake. And I didn't want the whole cake. I just wanted a piece. Alright? But that's what it felt like to me with Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Keyblade transformations, right? Because that's like how you get new combos. It just felt like I was given new things, even though I did earn it, because it requires you to go through the story, right? You do earn it, right? But it doesn't feel like it because you're given so much at the same time. It's not piece by piece like how it usually is, alright? So I think that's the one problem I had about Kingdom Hearts 3. And also, the basic Keyblade combo modifiers didn't upgrade. It barely changes, right? When you from beginning to end. Whereas in Kingdom Hearts 2, your combos are just drastically different. It is so cool to see the difference in your combos, alright? So I liked the minimal upgrades along a long course of time. Like, I like being able to see slow progress because it felt like it's progress that you put work in. And it really gets you familiar with from one combo to the other. Right? Like in Kingdom Hearts 2, I mean, of course, most people probably just equip everything, but they still have to get it one at a time. So they're kind of forced to memorize how a combo changes, because they only get one at a time. I mean, of course, at Keyblade, I mean, when you get dry forms, it's different, right? And, well, a lot of people can also say it at the same time, they didn't use dry forms a lot. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't. Right? I'm pretty sure a lot of people played through all of Kingdom Hearts 2 and barely used any dry forms. I'm pretty confident in that because that's what I did. When I first played Kingdom Hearts 2, I barely used dry forms. Why? Because it was pretty cool. And I liked the restrictions for it. So it put more value in it. But it made it too stressful to use. So I never used it. Please don't disappear. It disappeared on me. But when it comes to the dry forms, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people just didn't use them, right? Like I didn't. So I'm pretty sure that's very common. Just because it's one of those things. It's one of those things like in every game where you use up, where you save all your rare consumable items, and then by the time you and then you realize like, oh, you beat the game and you didn't use them. That's how it's like every single time. It's always like that, right? Like, what if I need it for something else? Just to find out you never use them. It happens every single time. I think everyone's dealt with that before. I do. It happens to me all the time. Right? Like, look what I'm doing now. Right? Like, it disappears. Oh, jeez. But yeah, it happens all the time. Alright, I always try to save it. Like, what if I need it for later? I didn't need it for later. But, you know, there is rare occasions where you do need it for later, said item. Alright, but, you know, that's like 1 in a million. It never happens. Especially just use it immediately, but, you know, I never learn. And no one ever does. Can you stop being, like, right next to each other? Jeez. Alright. Man, all this talking, oh gosh. I just love to talk sometimes. Oh my god, it's killing me. Ah, man. I need to drink some water after this. Man. Kingdom Hearts is just the game I love a lot. Just because it was one of the, it's funnily enough, like 2 of the game franchises that I don't think I'm not 2, like some of the game franchises that I'm never gonna let go is gonna be, I mean, I think people can see it too anyways. It's Pokemon because I have good memories of it. What am I thinking of? Kingdom Hearts. Boy, I was just talking about it. Fire Emblem. And Mega Man Battle Network. Man. One of those is not doing too hot.
We win again.
Oh man. I feel so... why did I have to be a fan of that franchise? Dang it. Oh man. But hey, it happened. Like, I replayed those games, I think, like 4 years ago. I think. Like, yeah, it was about 4 years ago. I replayed almost every single Battle Network game. And Star Force too, actually. Man, I remember there was a lot of talks, and I think I remember seeing it too, that Battle Network 1 isn't that great, but man, it's a cheesy. Oh man, you can cheese that game so crazy. It's so unbalanced, and I love it. Like, there's some problems with the game that's just, like, painful. Just pain and suffering, right? But there's also some parts that's just fantastic because of how cheesable it is. And I guess it's like that funny mix that I like about the game. Right? That you can just cheese a lot of problems because you have like the ghost ability that like makes you not get hit by anything for a certain amount of time, and they just multiple abilities like that. And you just that's just your entire build. You just use that forever, and you don't get hit. And also, otherwise, you just get obliterated by the enemy. It sucks.
Are you ready for this?
Alright, like, that's why I don't mind cheesing in games. Like, man, sometimes a game is just meant to be cheesed. And I'm gonna do it. Because sometimes cheesing is the correct choice. Alright? And that's what I'm gonna do in this game too, by the way. I'm gonna cheese. I'm gonna cheese it. I haven't cheesed yet in this game, I don't believe. I think I try to do it in every single game. Why? Because it lets me. It lets me cheese, so I'm gonna do it. Oh, is there no red mist over here? Oh, man. Oh, it is! Oh, sweet. Like, sad.
Our work isn't done yet. Fancy a welding for a match?
Alright. Oh,
See
man.
ya.
We're halfway there. I hope. I think. I don't know.
Well, that was
I have to keep checking, otherwise I'm gonna be sad when I find out I'm like at like 15 or something. 12. Let's see. 22. We're almost halfway there. That's good enough for me. Oh. Good enough for me to be motivated to keep going. Gosh. What kind of nonsense am I talking about right now? What other games do I like talking about? Fire Emblem? Of course. My favorite Fire Emblem game, by the way, I have no idea. It's not Awakening. I know that's everyone's. I know everyone loves Awakening. Actually, I say that I don't know which one it is, but I know exactly what it is. Well, actually, that's not true. I like the Tellius series. Right? That's my favorite. Right? So, I can't just pick one of them, because it's, you know, it's Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, right? That's the two from the Tellius series. I can't tell you which exactly is my favorite. It's probably Radiant Dawn, because I love the 3-tier system. But is that just a Metal Slime just hanging out? Get out of here, man. No one wants you. I'm already fully leveled.
easy peasy.
Like, just hanging out, just wasting my time. I love the Tellius. Get out of here! What are you doing? Jeez! I'm trying to get red wood, dude. You're making it difficult for me. Oh, cool. Oh wait, that's not what I want either. Oh man, I mean, I used to appreciate you a lot. Yeah, Metal King Slime. But you know, just hang out. But yeah, the Tellius series is my favorite. But I can't tell you. If I had to pick between Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, it would be Radiant Dawn because the Tier 3 system, right? But I mean, every time I replay those games, I gotta play Path of Radiance first, right?
Okay.
I just have to. Alright. And also, I love...
Don't come back.
Like, they're both so different. And that's what I like about both of them. They're both really good in their own ways. Right? And Path of Radiance, I'm a huge fan of. I like because it's a personal story, right? It's a singular adventure, I guess is the way to explain it. Whereas Radiant Dawn is a story of different groups, and I like that because you get to see so much in Radiant Dawn, right? You see so much in that game. It's crazy. Alright, so that's... Yeah, Tellius is just my favorite. And I can't pick between them because they're both good in their own ways. And it just makes sense because they're in the same world. And I love the characters. Who doesn't love Ike? I know everyone says Ike is their favorite Fire Emblem character. He's mine too. Right? Everyone loves the man. Right? He's the greatest. Well, actually, he might not be my favorite Fire Emblem character, but I mean, he's up there, right? My favorite is probably Ephraim from Sacred Stones, because I love spears. I mean, I think it's common for a lot of people, right? And he was like the first one I had that I got to see with that, and it just was so cool, right? It also helped that the story was good. I like the story. I mean, that's how most Fire Emblem games are. Most have good stories. And yeah, I really do mean most, not all of them, sadly. Man, Fire Emblem Fates? What a mixed bag that was. What a mixed bag. I even got the special edition for that thing. Right? I think it was worth it still because I wanted the 3-in-1. But still, what in the world was that game? Like, what was it? Fire Emblem Fates? It's Birthright, Conquest, and Revelation, right? Yeah, Birthright was the Bushido path, I think.
Who else wants some?
And Conquest was the... God, what is it called? Jeez, it's been so long. I haven't played that game in 5 years or something. Something like that. What were their names? I can't remember. It's been so long. I really haven't played the game in so long. I don't remember. But yeah, the Conquest path, right? It was the better one. Conquest was fantastic, I think. Fire Emblem Fates Conquest was fantastic. Amazing. I loved it. Birthright was a snooze fest, I believe. I have distinct memories of telling myself, man, this game is simple. Birthright was.
Wins again.
And then Revelation was just the most confusing cluster of nonsense I have ever seen in a game. Like, what in the world is that monstrosity known as Revelation? I liked it to an extent because it lets you use both teams, but at the same time, the mapping in that game is just the worst thing ever. What in the world is Revelation meant to be? Like, I love Conquest though, because I had a lot of fun. It was very fun. Because the story, right? Man, I'm exhausted. I need like a drink of water. Excuse me. Sorry. Man. Oh god. Yeah, what a great time talking about all these things while I'm doing this. How much do I need left? 25. Hey, we're halfway there. That's good enough for me. Well, I say that every time. What is that? 21 left? That's fine. That's okay. Let's just go up here and get Jade's MP back. Man, she burns through MP like no other, right? I can't check the party member right now. Oh god. So much things to talk about. What other games am I huge fans of? What did I talk about today? Battle Network? Final Fantasy? Let's see. I never really talked too in depth about Final Fantasy. Now do I? I guess because when it comes to that game, those games, I never go that in depth with them anyways, right? To me, they're just very fun experiences. When it comes to replaying them, I typically don't. When it comes to a Final Fantasy game, it's just one very fun adventure, is what I can remember. All right. The only one I really went crazy on was 9, I guess. Well, that's not really true. Well, that's because I played 13 and 15 and 12 and 10, right? Like I played those. I mean 7 and 8, but you know, I talked about that. They weren't games I was really that connected to. It was 9 and onwards is when I really started getting to like story games in general. All right. So, like 9, since 9 was the first one that I really got into. I really got into it with the whole skill system. I mean, I thought the skill system was cool in that game. When I learned it, anyways, when I first played it, had a bad time. Definitely had a bad time. Because I would just swap items so often, I would never have a skill learned, and I would just get blasted, I think. It happens. It happened. because I would never keep an item long enough. I'll just keep swapping them for something good, and I should be not doing that. It happened all the time. Of course, until I eventually learned. Right? Don't remember exactly when I learned, but I did eventually. And also, one of my favorite characters I remember of that game isn't even a main character. It's Blank. I love Blank.
That was easy.
He was my favorite character because he looked so cool. I love the man. He was a hero in my eyes, and he still is.
Our work isn't done yet.
Get out of here, Metal King Slime. Why do you spawn so much now? It's crazy.
How wonderful.
Alright. Got more thingamajigs. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take a rest. Yeah, after all these conversations I'm having with myself. Oh. Oh, that's right. I remember a game that definitely reminds me of. It's another turn-based game. It's a. I don't know if anyone else has played this. It's a Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament Tactics. I love that game, right? Because it was like Final Fantasy Tactics,
How wonderful.
right? But once again,
Another
Final
one
Fantasy
bites
Tactics.
the dust.
I was introduced to that game during a time when I wasn't really into those type of games, right? It was just released at a weird time for me. It happens sometimes, right? It was just released at a time when you really wasn't feeling that game, and that's the memory you have every single time you see that game, right? So I could never get into Final Fantasy Tactics, but I got really into Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Tournament Tactics. Not Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament Tactics. Actually, yeah, I haven't talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! Either, right? That's a game I mean, I play Masters. I do. Occasionally, not all the time. That is a game I play. That is. That's the thing I do.
All right.
I think my current deck's Dragon Link. I mean, it is. I'm one of those guys. I'm a Dragon Link player. Actually, no, it's a. Yeah, it is. It's Dragon Link. Yeah, that's a thing. But every time I think of Yu-Gi-Oh, I think of like the World Tournament editions or the Duelist of the Roses, which I loved. I loved that game. I think a lot of people didn't. I think. I mean, I thought it was cool. Right? Yeah, the best monster in that game was a Meteor Black Dragon, I think. I think that's what it was called, right? It was so fun. Like, you just use Metal Black Dragon, a Meteor Black Dragon, and then you use Metamorph, and then you won. And what a time that was. That was insane.
You want some?
Oh man. So many memories I'm thinking of.
Easy peasy.
I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And then, like, there was a Game Boy Advance ones, because, you know, Duelist of the Roses is for PlayStation. Yeah, Duelist of the Roses, and after that you have the Game Boy Advance ones, which had a lot. There was a lot of them. Or Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, there was a lot of them. What did I just get, by the way? What did I just get? I looked past it real quick. Was it that? Okay, it's probably that. Okay, never mind. But, I'm trying to think. What was the Game Boy Advance games? We had, Relish? Reshif. Right? Whatever it's called. But then there was the other one. There was like the prequel for it. I can't remember. But
Let's keep at it.
yeah, there was another one. I can't remember its name exactly.
Did I do all right?
Unfortunate. How much do we have? 29. Cool. Man, I'm dying out here. Sometimes I just want to talk. Oh gosh. What was I talking about? Yu-Gi-Oh? I was. Like, I remember, always trying to make a fun deck, right? That's what everyone likes to do when they play Yu-Gi-Oh! I have good memories of that game.
Let's go.
It's really hard to think of fun memories though when it comes to like the actual game, like the video games, right?
Ha. Easy.
Outside of Duelist of the Roses. Duelist of the Roses was amazing to me because it was different. Also, I guess the other one was the Game Boy game. I don't remember exactly what it was. I liked the Game Boy game, one of them. It didn't play like regular Yu-Gi-Oh! It didn't, right? But regardless, it was one of them. I think there was like there's hundreds of Game Boy games stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't remember which one it is. Is that you? What the heck? Oh gosh. I think I'm at 30 Redwood, I think I just checked. Yeah, so 16 left. Oh, we're getting there, game. We're getting there, everyone. Man. I'm trying to think like what other JRPGs I played. Good question. It's a good question.
Did I do all right?
Oh wow, thanks. What other JRPGs have I played? Does Legend of Zelda count? No, right? It's an RPG. Like my favorite Legend of Zelda game, right, is I was gonna say A Link to the Past, but it's not Link to the Past. It's wait, is it? I always get the names mixed up. I always get the names mixed up for the GBA and Game Boy games. It might be Link to the Past. I'm trying to think. I think it is. I think it actually might be Link to the Past. It might have been that. It's one where one of the last bosses is where you fight a big giant or mole on top of a mountain. Alright, I remember that. It's a very memorable scene for me. I think it's a mole. It's on top of a mountain. I think it's on the top right of the map. Yeah, you don't go up there very often. Right, that's one of the enemies. I think it's Game Boy Advance. I'm pretty sure it is. Because it's got more color. Oh man. But sadly, I've never been the biggest Zelda player. I haven't. Just because, well, I don't know. Right? I don't know. Yeah, I just always need something to like really click for me. Alright. And Zelda in general, whenever I see it, I think of adventure. Right? That's what I think of, but I can't have just adventure in a game for me to want to play it. Even though adventure is usually good enough. It's usually what I enjoy the most. Can I stop being these brain trainers game? Come on. Oh, did I really not get attacked by that guy? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, let's keep on moving. 16 left. It's 46, right? It's 46. Yeah, it's 18, 32, 48. Oh god, it's 40. It's 18 left. Not. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, I have to do quick maths. Going back down here. It's so fun. Oh, it's always good every once in a while to just talk about things that you like. What other games am I looking forward to outside of Digimon Survive and the new Pokemon game? Was it Violet and Scarlet? I don't know which one I'll get. Wait, no, I think I picked Violet. I think I want Violet because I want the rocket chameleon and not the fire chameleon. Whereas like or the geckos. I don't know what they are. The Pokemon. Hey, we got 2. Sweet. Alright. But I think I might as well grab the rocket one instead.
You want
So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah, unless well, the rocket one does look cooler to me. It does. Alright. Hey, I just realized Brain Drainer, they sell for a lot, right? Don't they? I think so. I could be wrong. I'm gonna sell them regardless. Yeah, I'm trying to think like what my favorite Pokemon game though. I guess I could talk about that. It's Gen 3. Gen 3 is my favorite. Hoenn. Right, because I love the way you found legendary Pokemon. I love the.
Veronica wins again.
Why does Veronica always sound like she's in a cave? I love the way you found the Regibrothers. I thought it was so cool. And that's the reason why I love Hoenn. Right? Because the way you found the Regibrothers. Right? I mean, it was fantastic. And I liked, yeah, because it was all the surfing that was involved in it. Like the entire thing. Not just the Braille, it was the surfing involved and the locations you had to find. Right? That's the reason, and like the locations, the Pokemon you have to get, the skills you gotta use, all of it. I loved it so much. So that really pushed Hoenn to be my favorite gen. Just like that. Right? And also, it was the first Game Boy Advance Pokemon game, right? So it was the first Pokemon game with that color. Because the Game Boy ones, well, it's a Game Boy Color, but it's not like it was the most magnificent color, right? Let's all be honest here. Right? It's a Game Boy Color, but it wasn't good coloring for Game Boy games. So, Game Boy, since it was the first Game Boy Advance, it was the first Pokemon game with good color. So it really, like, was really cool. Especially when Emerald came out and the color got even better. But I still love Ruby and Sapphire too, not just Emerald. Even though Emerald I think is considered better. Right? It is considered better, I believe. But that doesn't mean I hate Ruby and Sapphire. And also, I mean, I guess they had the not the Battle Frontier, but Battle Frontier and Emerald isn't as exciting as like the Battle Frontier in like Platinum, right? The Battle Frontier in Platinum is fantastic.
Bites the dust.
Oh, the enemy did run away. That's a shame. But yeah, so the Battle Frontier, I guess in Emerald wasn't the greatest. It was good, but Platinum just beat it. So that's fine, I guess. I'm so sad, by the way, because when I played Diamond and Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl earlier, right? I was so sad that we didn't have the Battle Frontier. I was so sad. I would have spent some time in there, but they didn't have it, so it is what it is. Actually, did I have time to play that? What did I play after? Did I play Eastward? When it comes to like times and stuff, when I play games, I don't remember most of the time. All I know is I did play a game at some point in time, and that's it. Let's see. When did I play Eastward? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I don't know what the release dates of these games are. I think I played Eastward and then I played Pokemon. Brilliant Diamond. I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me check. How much more of these I need? I think it's like 15. You know, I'm not gonna check because I didn't get anything. I'm gonna check anyways. Man, do I really fight with myself with this? 15. 15 left. I think our luck hasn't been too great though, as of recently. Right? But, you know, it is what it is. It doesn't help that the red mist keeps running away from me. I think it realizes it's just gonna get beat up every single time. Okay. This one, I think I put the other one. Oh man, this was very exhausting for my vocal cords.
Well, that was easy.
Brain Drainer. There we go, we got to fight the other one. Sweet. Come on, just drop the wood, please. Oh gosh, come on, so stingy. I can't wait to sell these Brain Drainers, by the way. I'm so excited to see how much I get out of it. How much do I got exactly, by the way? Okay. What's the one that sells for a lot, by the way? Does it even have value? Sell price 20k. 25. Okay, it sells for good. It sells for a good amount. I'll take it. Alright then, going over here. 15 more wood. The hunt for redwood is endless. I don't even know where the enemy was. What was I talking about? Pokemon? Yeah. I can't wait until they release like another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. Because they did release the DX, right? I think that's what it's called. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX.
Easy.
I think that's what it's called. I didn't play it. I might play it. Even though I know it's just a remaster of Red and Blue. I'll still play it because I loved Red and Blue. I think the one I played was Red, because I think Red was, what's it called? The one for the Game Boy Advance, right? And then Blue was for the DS. I didn't get a DS until later. I didn't get it like on release. So I just had Red, I think. Which I don't think mattered because they're the same game, basically. Alright, cool. Got that one too. Man, these brain drainers, jeez. I'm gonna use this. I mean, I'm just really not feeling like moving. Okay. Oh. And make sure you stay hydrated. And just. Alright, let's go over here. Is this really a good idea to do this? It just kind of feels like a waste of time, right? I think it might be. It might be. Because you go through so much walking just to not have anything spawn. Let's go over here. Where else to go? Let's see, when it comes to Pokemon. Mystery Dungeons. I haven't played all of them. Right? Because there's some that just visually did not look great. Right? There was the one. I think it was for Gen 4, right?
Well,
yeah, it was the Gen 4 one. The Gen 4 Mystery Dungeon game, I think, was god-awful. I think? Was it 4 or was it 5? I don't know anymore. I can't remember. But there was the one that looked completely different. Because it was using, like, CGI or whatever. Or it was using, like, 3D models. I can't remember. All I remember is visually it looked very off. So I didn't play it at all. I didn't even bother. I just skipped it. And also I heard it had like a very limited pool of Pokemon. Which is not what I like having in any Pokemon game, really. I like having a large variety of Pokemon in games. That's why I like Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon to an extent. To an extent. I kinda like that game. Alright, it was pretty fun. Because you got to make friends with every Pokemon, which is cool. I think I actually did. I think I'll have to check, but I think I did. Alright, because in Super Mystery Dungeon you got the it's like the friend chart, whatever, constellation, whatever you want to call it, the bracelet thing. It's been a while. Alright. Oh, sweet, 10 left, finally. Yes! Alright, only 10. Okay, I'm excited for this. Let's push on through. Whatchamacallit? Super Mystery Dungeon. Man, at first, that game was tough for some reason. I think, because when I first picked up that game, when it first released, I played it. Got up to the point where you fought like Polyrats and stuff and just got obliterated. Just got deleted. It was so painful. And to me, I thought, this game is very difficult. But for some reason, why did I get 3 of them? Could I not have got wood? But for some reason, when I did it again in the future, right, when I replayed Super Misty Dungeon to get back into the game again, right? Because I really wanted to play it. I really wanted to play through the story. It wasn't that bad anymore. It was pretty easy. Can I? Oh man. I mean, at least I get gold, I guess. It's not really the goal though here. What was I saying? I meant to play Super Mystery Dungeon again after like a couple of years of not playing a Super Mystery Dungeon game again. Right, and then I found out that the game wasn't really that tough. At first it was, but I don't know why it was so tough when I first played it. I don't know. I still think back and think, why was it hard when I played it for the first time, and then when I replayed it with just as much information, because I didn't do research, right? Because I really wanted to go in blind until I got deeper into the game. That's how I tend to play these games.
Wonderful.
Alright. I like to go into these games as blind as possible until I get to a point in game time when I'm curious. Right? Which I think in this game, in Dragon Quest XI, right, was I was fully blind in the game until like part 2, until like my second video or third video, and then I was no longer blind playthrough. Very fast it changed. But it was only for some things, right? I was only spoiled for some things. And also, I don't think I was ever spoiled for anything related to Act 3, so that's cool. Like, what's the one Pokemon game I would love to have? Oh, it's Stadium. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium. I'm trying to think, like, what Pokemon game would I love to have? Pokemon Stadium, yeah, that would be cool. With all the gym leaders from every single gen, just make it like Black and White 2.
Easy.
Funnily enough, Black and White 2 is one of the few Pokemon games I never played. Actually, funnily enough, there was an entire gen I skipped. There's an entire Pokemon gen that I still have not played, and I never will. And that's 8, I think. Wait, is it 8? Sun and Moon. That's 8, right? Oh, that's 7. It's 7, I think. Sword and Shield is 8. Yeah. Yeah, it's Gen 7.
Bites the dust.
I have never played it, and I never will. Because one thing I heard about the game, right? Man, the arrow is so useless. That dang bow, so pointless. Okay, I wish you could wait a minute. Golden Rains. Oh, sorry. Can I remove the ability to use the bow? Like, it's so pointless. It has never helped me ever. Right? Okay. Back to Pokemon, right? We're just doing some mindless farming here. No point in talking about it. When it came to Pokemon, I skipped Sun and Moon because, for one, there's a few things I like having in my Pokemon games, right? An Elite Four
Another one bites
and
the dust.
gym leaders. So, Sun and Moon not having gym leaders really made me not want to play it because I love the gym leaders. I really like the gym leaders. I really like the gym leaders. So them not having it was a big like red flag to me. Can you not?
Night.
Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna go into the campfire. I don't care. I was like, is that 2 brain drainers again? They spawn so often. They keep dropping them. It's like flies. I'm going to the campfire. I don't mind. But yeah, I completely skipped Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. I did hear it had the hardest battles and stuff, but at the same time, I don't like the hand-holding in a Pokemon game. Right? Some games I think it's okay to an extent, but apparently it was very extreme. Because one thing I like about Pokemon is that you kind of Yeah, I wouldn't say have to guess where to go because I don't like that either. But I don't like being handheld in Pokemon, right? It's just not what I want to have. And apparently that's what it was like all of in the entire game. So many cutscenes, like, oh gosh. I just want to fight some trainers, have some minuscule amount of story, right? Have some fun character developments. Make me care about the gym leaders a little bit. Alright, see what they do outside of the gym. Kind of like Sword and Shield did it decently. I think the one that was the best, I think it was Black and White, right? Black and White did it the best, I believe. Was it Black and White or was it X and Y? I get the two mixed up because I played them very close to each other. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. X and Y. No. Yeah, it was Black and White, right? What was X and Y about? X and Y was the very weird one, right? Because it didn't have a third game. It didn't have one. Which is still, like, to this day, very confusing. Right, there was no Pokemon Z. Which is the most weirdest thing. Like, out of all the games that you would make has the most obvious naming sense to have a third game, X and Y would be one of them. Especially when the legendary Pokemon Xerneas exists. Like, huh, I wonder what the name of the third game is gonna be. And Pokemon Z never showed up. What happened to it anyways? Did they ever explain why Pokemon Z disappeared? It was gonna happen. Right, like Pokemon Sword and Shield, not having one, makes sense, because it's a Switch game now with DLC. Right? That's how they do things now. And from this point onwards, fine. But, man, XY and then no Z? What? Like, what? What happened? So much to talk about. Oh, it disappeared. Man. You know what? I guess that is one way to make the crossbow useful, I guess. To have the ghost thing chase after you. So you don't make the other one despawn, I guess. We can make use of it, I guess. Yeah. I'll make use of it. Oh, it's not this one, that's right. It's in this one. There we go. I was like, why is it not? I was like, I'm here.
Let's go.
Right, what was I talking about?
Another one bites the
I
dust.
think I'm just talking about Pokemon for no reason. Interesting. After we do this, I think that'll be it.
Wonderful.
I'm not gonna be crafting any items. It's just gonna be it. What other games have I really liked? I mean, I haven't talked about Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament Tactics, the best Yu Yu Hakusho game ever. Well, I wouldn't say that for sure. There's the fighting game too, right? Any Dark Tournament Yu Yu Hakusho stuff I loved because it was the best. All right. Like there's the fighting game, right? Because they literally just cutted scenes from the anime. It was literally just ripped from the anime. It was hilarious.
We
But,
win again.
you know, back during the time when watching reruns of your favorite shows was difficult, having the entire game that had full scenes from the anime, it's just the anime. It just is. Was fantastic. So, one of the best games. Alright?
Goodness.
Like, it wasn't like they weren't replicating scenes with like in-game characters or whatever. No, it was just copy-paste anime to the game. It was just there. It was fantastic. And also, it had all the good music too. The music was fantastic. Right? The game, I think, was pretty fun. The last boss made me hate my existence. But outside of that, everything else is pretty enjoyable. I never beat the game because the final boss was too hard. Speaking of like fighting simulator games, right? Because it's a fighting simulator, right?
Let's keep at
It's
it.
not an actual fighting game, it's a simulator now. I think that's what you call those ones. Like it was very tough. And thinking of other ones, like I remember playing the old Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi games. Or Budokai games actually, not Tenkaichi. And I loved, well, all of them for different reasons. Right? Like Budokai 1, 2, 3, and then you have Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, 3, right? And then you had World, I think. Yeah, and I loved 1 because for 1, it was the first like fighting Dragon Ball game, right? And it was, I mean, it was cool back then. I liked it, and I would play it all the time. With the limited amount of characters, in fact, they only went to the Cell Saga, right? Which at the time, was not a big deal for me. So I love that game, and the last boss was hard.
That was
I thought
easy.
it was. I mean, I did beat it, but I mean, back then it was so fun just beating it, right? The Cell fight. That fight was very difficult back then, and I did beat it, and not on my first try, of course. It took many tries, but that was the fun. That was the fun in those fights back then, right? It was just so fun. Like we would just spend the night just, yeah, like food and drinks and stuff, and just try our hand, yeah, at trying to beat that boss and just losing again and again and again. That was the fun in Budokai. I mean, yeah, Budokai 1 for me. So, Budokai 2, I liked because of the fusions, the weird Buu fusions. Oh, not just Buu. The fusions between like Yamcha and Tien, right? Those I loved because, I mean, I love the Wolfang volleyball fist. I still remember it because it was so fun. It was so cool. I love the fusions that they had, and also Gokyo, right? With the Hyper Spirit Bomb, I think, or something like that.
Easy.
I can't remember the name exactly, but something like that. Oh, and also, sorry that I talked bad about the bow. The bow is fantastic. It didn't have any use until now in this game. But back to Budokai 2.
Did I do all right?
It was. I love the map. You know, when you play the story mode. I love the way that the map would play, and how characters would get new forms. I thought it was really cool because there's the capsule system, right, where you would equip a skill and then you can use it, and those skills are your like Super Saiyan or whatnot. 2 more. So it was cool, and also whenever you would beat the game after the second time you beat it, I think it was after the second time you beat it, you got a random like really good skill. Because I remember after I beat the game for the second time, right? Because you gotta beat it multiple times to get like more skills. I got like the Super Spirit Bomb, and I thought, oh man, that's really cool, right? And I thought it was a great time. And then Budokai 3, well, that's where things got crazy. And Budokai 3 was, I think Budokai 3 is my favorite out of all of them. Right, even the Tenkaichi ones, I think. Because there was so many characters in Budokai 3, right? And well, no, I guess Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was the one with all of the characters, right? It had basically everything. But I loved Budokai 3 because it was so cheap, right? The Mecha Frieza was overpowered in that game. They made him overpowered because, well, it wasn't Mecha Frieza, it was Frieza. It was Final Form Frieza, and they made him the best character in the game. Right? They did. For no reason whatsoever. They made him the best character in the game. And I thought that was hilarious. And I was like, well, I mean, I say it all the time. If I can cheese something, I'm gonna cheese it, if possible. Right? I'm gonna cheese it. And well, with Frieza, you could cheese a lot of things because it was like you had 2 full health bars. Like if you lose, you got revived back to full health. Like that's stupid. That like no other character does that, I think, except for wait, does Majin Vegeta do that? I don't think so, right? No, I don't believe so. But Mecha Frieza does for sure. So that was insane that they did that. But out of also Tenkaichi 1, I think was okay. I think was my thoughts on that game. I don't think I like Tenkaichi 1 that much. I don't think so.
Let's go.
Because how do I think about it? They made it very difficult, I think. Like it just took forever for a fight to end, I believe. Like your health bar, you had so much health and things like never dealt damage. Was that it? I'm gonna fight this one just in case. I think that was it. I think I'm done. But since there's one more here, I might as well.
Our work isn't done yet.
But what am I talking about? Yeah, Tenkaichi 1 was hard. Tenkaichi 2 I love because they made comboing take up so much health. It was unfair. Cool, got extra. But they made comboing so strong in that game. And then Tenkaichi 3 I love because it was pretty good, like overall in terms of balancing like skills and stuff, like how powerful things were. But the best part about it, of course, was the insanely massive roster that that game had. Right, that was the best part about it. But we finished it, I think. Right, we finished our farm for the day. It was an experience for sure. Got 48. I guess next time we'll talk more about other things I like, or other things to talk about, I guess. But that's gonna do it for this video. And then next time we are going to start farming for other things so you can get better equipment. But until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.